the rhythm hitting she soul. What she whine and rolling. Lori need a run away, oh. So she come down Trinbago.
WEFM, the new fresh sound.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-999-7. Rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
Listen, man, to be honest, I really need a little runaway from all these things that happen in here in beautiful St. Vincent.
Oh, Lord.
Trust me, I really need a little runaway. Just a little while. Maybe a month or two.
I was there thinking, you're kind of rubbing it in for people in the States right now, because I think those in New York, they were experiencing a snowstorm. I think that
I could try and deal with this snowstorm.
I ain't running to no place where snow falling. Are you mad? I'm a tropical girl right through and through.
Thank you very much. Where you going?
Sunshine.
Good morning, good morning, Nicole. It's just the experience. It's just the experience.
As
Maka.
this cricket goes, girl, no.
Maka, you will want to be back. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, SVG. You're going to want to be back in a heartbeat. Literally, you will see that snow, feel that chill, and you'll be like, where's the next stop to St. Vincent? I promise you, but go. You know what?
No, I would like to experience it. I never experienced it. So
Yeah. And I think you should. I truly think you should. And then you'll determine. But as Roleza said, I am of tropical origin. Let me tell you, every time I get that chill, I'm like, no, thank you. Mm-hmm. And that's the reason I have been living and thriving in the Caribbean and on the other side, on the African continent, when I do go there, because I could tolerate the weather patterns. Mm-hmm. I could tolerate that. Yes, there is winter in some of those countries. Mm-hmm. But it's not like that snowy winter that you're talking. That winter wonderland you're talking about, Maka.
Yeah,
But do it.
I would try it. I would try it.
I keep telling people, people be like, why you don't go overseas, like to live like to England and Canada and so forth. I'm like, no, it's not for me, folks. It's not for me. All right. But yes, good morning to everyone, wherever you may be in the parts of the world, whether you are in Vinci, in the region, or internationally. And for those who are experiencing the snow or the cold weather at this time, we're just saying a special good morning, all right? Extra special good morning.
A warm good morning.
A warm good morning, all right? So hope that everybody is doing just fine. Not sure how many of you spent your weekend. Was it glued to social media? But
it was glued to social media.
We're going to get into that a little bit, all right? So just saying good morning to everyone. Let me see if anything happening there yet. All right, so yeah, Trevor saying New York, snow wimps. Experience that in Quebec always. Listen, y'all keep that up there, all right? The only snow I going to be consuming is snow cone, okay? in the tropics, okay?
I like that, snow cone.
All right, so let's get into a few things this morning. Any prelims? No?
Just a question to Nicole. Nicole, I know Carnival finish, right?
Yes, for some.
Right.
For the country, but not for everybody.
Not for everybody. I was wondering, what are people saying about the road march?
Marshall's 12th win.
Marshall 12 win, and about this song, Respectfully Yours. A lot of people was expecting the Respectfully Yours to place.
I don't think people were expecting Respectfully Yours to place high, but definitely voice. Yes, people were literally waiting on I Can't Behave Myself to be road march. In fact, what happened as well was that somewhere inside of the melee, somewhere there was a first report that turned out to be fake news, that that song had actually won the Road March. As you would have known, Bungie jumped in like at the week of Carnival to say he was going to enter the race. He did. And of course, Marshall, the winner for the 12th time. But I'll tell you all something, eh? Winning is a strategy. And I am really not concerned about the naysaying. I'm not concerned about all of the talk and whatever, because winning is a strategy. And it comes from a few things. It comes with consistency. It comes with a certain level of confidence. And then it comes with that curation. It's the 3 C's.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder sometimes why people don't understand that winning is really a choice, which is the 4th C. So you choose to win and then you build your strategy. And that's what Marshall did. And that's what anybody who wants to win in any space will do or should do. Because that is how, because it's consistency. You saw what Marshall did. Now, of course, there was the controversy about him being on all the trucks. But to be honest with you, it has happened in the past where masqueraders benefit from the experience of a soca performance on the trucks, on the music trucks. So he did nothing that was out of normal trend. But what happened was, of course, there will always be that rivalry inside of the revelry. And so it really came down to Marshall has this strategy. He has a team. He talks about 75 people on his team. And, you know, he really also just acts out the performance through inclusion, through insisting that there is some level of presence. And of course, in terms of inspiring the music, he doesn't just sing. He brought on all these young performers, which is really the future of soca. And he really did.
I saw he brought on his, I think it's his nephew.
No, Angelo. Well, they will all call him Uncle Marshall now.
Okay.
Yes, Corinne, who is a Trinbagonian, Trinidad Monstrat, I think it is. Yeah, I think she's half Trini, half Monstration. I think it's Monstrat she's from. I don't want to tell lies out of school. No, it's not Monstrat. Anyway, so she was St. Kitts, Kittian. Part Trini, part Kittian division. And she came, Uncle Marshall flew her in because she was one of the performance challenge winners. In fact, she was the performance challenge winner. And then there was little Angelo, who literally was like, he take over Marshall role at, I think he's either 7 or 9. But he did an exceptional job, you know. So I think when Marshall does something, there's normally strategy with it. And his strategy was, I'm going to include, I'm going to inspire, and I'm going to insist. And those are the 3 things he did.
All right,
Nicole, thank you for the update.
All right, so let's get into our topic for this morning, right? I guess some persons might be expecting us to be talking about something related to board, whether it's cardboard, drying board, pitch point board, all kind of board, right? But I have a feeling that Life is going to be doing that in his commentary, so we will save our comments for that time, all right? But in other things that have surfaced on social media, we're asking the question now, is the government between a rock and a hard place? Are they finding issues with their supporters, and are they finding issues with their civil servants? All right. So we have 2 videos to play for you highlighting 2 of those concerns or 2 of those issues, and we are going to play them now.
When I walk the street, Minister, the cry of people is that we voted for the change, but ULP still hold position. No. Just hear me out here. Hear me out. Now, Minister, I am going to say to you, I, Land Caesar, I am supporting the removal of all ULP supporters that is ahead.
Okay, could we? Please.
Let me finish. Let me finish, folks. Let me finish. I am supporting in removal all of them and put our people in charge. You are not firing them. Let me make it clear. Hold on, folks. Hold on. You are not firing them, but you must put our people in charge because they voted for the change For 25 years, they suffer under the hands of the ULP regime. And it is time for them to go. Good night.
Right, so that is a supporter that was at a
Consultation.
right, right, a meeting that was held, and so that was the opinion of one particular party supporter, and he is saying that it's about time for those who are supporters of the ULP to be removed from certain
You agree with that,
positions.
Roleza?
Now we have another video to play, and this is Minister Bramble speaking on those persons who are civil servants.
You see this issue with public servants and being political and allowing that to hamper your work and your duty to the people of this country. I have a serious problem with that. A real serious problem. And I am saying categorically, who vexes their problem. If there's any public servant who is acting outside of their professional responsibility, whether intentional or not, to undermine the New Democratic Party government, they will not be there. Plain and simple. You can't be there. And I know the leader of the opposition come and talk about, civil service orders and ministers can't hire and fire and all this sort of stuff. The buck stops with us. The people elected us to do their business. And if there are persons in the government service employed as public servants who are going to be derelict in their duty because the civil service orders clearly indicates how you should conduct yourself as a public servant. If you go outside of that, there must be consequences. Come on. We need to stop hiding behind this nonsense about, NDP going to victimize. Nobody victimizing anybody. If you go and undermine our government, there will be consequences. Plain and simple. End the story.
Plain and simple.
All right, so let me hear your thoughts, because you hear laughing.
I'm fully in agreement with the minister. You know, you can't undermine the government.
You can't undermine the government. Yes, I agree with that. You should not be undermining the government.
Do your job.
But it's not that easy to get rid of civil servants. It's not easy to fire them.
I know.
Right?
I know.
So that is also going to be a challenge. So even though he's speaking with a lot of force, in terms of verbally, his speeches, it's in that way. It's not that easy, right?
Sometimes I wonder when we're gonna get past.
Oh, let me hear you.
November
Let me hear you. Let me hear you.
27th election. I'm wondering.
All right. Let me just add a few things in about a minute, right? With regards to the first clip, you asked me what my opinion is, right? I think that there is a lack of education in terms of when a government or a new party forms government, how that transition process is supposed to happen, right? You can't just say that, okay, you suspect that, let's say Maka is a ULP supporter, even maybe Maka has said so in the past, right? Just because a new government has formed, you cannot automatically expect that these persons are going to be removed from their positions, right? That is a clear-cut sign of victimization. Are you asking questions like, is Maka actually performing his job properly? Yes, he might have a political point of view, or he might hold a particular political stance. But unless he is undermining the work of the government, or unless he is just absolutely not performing, you can't remove people just like that. Additionally, I think that persons need to realize that the NDP won not just from the votes of NDP supporters. They won overwhelmingly. So how are you so sure who some of these persons voted for?
You know what happened? I believe some of these politicians promised their supporters certain things.
And I think part of it, and this is why I'm going to harp on the part of there being a lack of education, right? Because I do think that there are some persons in the NDP camp, and we've seen it on social media whole weekend, right? Many of them are voicing their thoughts in that it just seems as if, all right, so persons who may have been vocal about being ULP supporters, that automatically come 11:59 on the 27th of November, 11:59 p.m. on the 27th of November, all of these persons were supposed to vacate for their position, right? But that isn't how it works. And I think that it's a lot of misinformation that is out there. I think that, yes, there are some party supporters on the NDP side who are a little bit disgruntled in terms of what has happened or certain things that they've seen happen within the first 3 months. But I actually, honestly, at this point in time, I'm asking the question, what do Vincentians want? I think that is where it's going to come down to me. What do Vincentians want, right? We're going to have to put a pin on it here, and I believe that more than likely we are going to continue part of this discussion and in Live's commentary, so we would take it up a little bit further then, all right? We are going to head directly into today's traffic talk.
Nothing else sounds as good as WEFM.